Welcome to podcast number.
We have literally no idea.
I'm the guest director, Liz McGarry, here with Alex and Tom.
And what we've been doing is we've been looking at newspapers and we've been talking crap about various articles. So Liz is going to join in this one because I like it when her and Alex argue. Alex, what story have you got from us? You've been reading The Sun, haven't you?
The Sun's got the most important story of the day here. One Direction have been spotted topless on a boat.
Shit.
Now,
Seriously?
this is why I thought that Liz might be interested. We've now got a female perspective. Because I think...
Tell me there's a picture.
Oh yeah, there's pictures. There's pictures of plenty. Like,
Whoa.
these 12-year-old boys, okay, they're on a boat and they're naked from the waist up. This is important news.
And from
this
half
is page
the thighs
7
down.
news. Well, yeah, you can see their calves. Is that sexy?
Oh yeah.
What's upsetting me
Especially on 12-year-old boys.
is that's evidence that. What's upsetting me is that genuinely they're having the life I want. They're genuinely on a boat and people find them attractive.
Okay,
that's the two things that I want out of life: was people finding me attractive and having a boat.
They're not legitimately 12 years old. I think they're 18 or something. But if you had this life when you were 18, that would be it, wouldn't it? It would be perfect. You live in the
I would be.
They're living it too early.
I would
They're
be.
living it way too early.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you think these guys are going to get ruined by it in the same way that Macaulay Culkin turned into a cokehead?
Definitely.
Do you not think? I think by the time they're 21, they're going to wake up in a pool of their own vomit, surrounded by cocaine,
And
Hopefully.
go, my life is brilliant.
They're going to wake up next to Liz and go, things have gone wrong.
You'd like to wake up with your puddle of your own blood with cocaine on your nostrils.
Genuinely, that sounds like it would be a really fun night.
Come round then.
I've been to your house.
You've not been to a McGarry party.
There's no cocaine.
I went to one party. I woke up in Spain as a drug mule.
With the sorest anus you've ever had.
Yeah, she really packed it in there.
Sorry about that, Tom.
So yeah, this is genuinely this is a big story for them. I don't get. Do you actually subscribe to this?
No, not at all. But the thing is, I'm not the right female to be asking about this.
There's a really interesting thing. Now, my brother was recently contacted by a person who lives in America, whose sister's thinking of coming over next year to do some sightseeing and do in the gap year, kind of after they finish graduation.
Too much context.
Whatever.
Right, my brother was contacted by some Americans. Go.
Okay. And he said to them, "Oh, well, where do you want to go? Could you give me a list of places where you want to go, and then we'll work out what the best travel arrangements and accommodation arrangements would be." And she messaged back saying, "Yeah, she wants to go to
One Direction's house."
Genuinely.
Oh no.
She said she listed Doncaster. I think Oxford was one of them. London.
Stratford.
Is Stratford one of them?
Shakespeare's house.
No.
Oh.
Liz, you're too intelligent. I
Missed
think
it.
he's naming the hometowns of One Direction, not the hometowns of important people.
There's one that is literally a village that has 1,000 people living there, and there's a bakery there. And she said the bakery in this village, and Scott went online and said, right, let's do some researching, because she didn't say because it's One Direction's houses. So he went online, found out that he used to work at this bakery. I think it's this one, Harry. Went online, found out he used to work at this bakery, and then he went, right, so let me do some other Googling, and found out that all the other 4 locations were the places where these guys come from. And he went back and went, okay, does she want to go there because these are the towns that One Direction's from? Because I'll be honest, there's not a lot going on in Doncaster. You can't see anything in Doncaster. You see factories, and maybe you'll find his house if you've gone on Google Earth or something.
I find that quite sad.
I know, because you're going, what about the Beatles Museum? What about Shakespeare's house?
How old is
What about
he?
the Tate Modern?
She's.
I
I think she's 16, 17.
That is
But
so
I
way
still
too
think
old.
that's kind of too old for it as
Yeah,
well.
I
Because
do
I
as
thought
well.
maybe 13, 14-year-old girls would love this kind of stuff.
I suppose
in the music.
Well, the music, the
music's
boys...
quite rude, isn't it? Isn't their music quite kind of...
Yeah, but they're older.
they're always talking
17,
about
18, 19.
it's worse than 50 Cent stuff. I don't know if you heard some of those.
Sorry,
lyrics,
Alex.
but-
50 Cent.
Oh, sorry, 50 Cent.
OMG, was well, not street, homie.
Let it be known that Tom is the whitest boy at the table.
Can I make it as clear as well? I don't follow One Direction, but on the way over here, they were on there was a thing about them on the radio, and they're being sued in America because there's a punk band there already called One Direction, who I feel and basically they're saying, oh yeah, and Simon Cowell knew this and just ignored it. But I'm actually on One Direction UK side of this, because fuck them. Who's head of One Direction US? Like,
who's
if they're getting more successful and more famous, then they should be the ones.
Well, there's always
no,
these things.
it's whoever was there first, surely.
You'd say that, but at the same time, it's if they haven't got famous by now, I think they've kind of missed the boat.
Did they copyright it?
I have no idea. I didn't pay enough attention. But it seems all a bit petty. Like,
if you didn't pay enough attention, don't bring it up on the podcast.
No. Am I right in
Liz's
thinking...
guest direction, she's suddenly putting her foot down in the last 7
Guest
minutes.
direction, is that a different kind
Guest
of...
direction.
That's like the sister group of One Direction.
If it doesn't work out, can't One Direction just be called like 1D UK or something?
What, these ones, the boys? Well, yeah, they're always shortened to 1D.
So if you play.
But I don't know, it just seems like they've been thrown into this media spotlight, and it's great because they're living the life that I want to live as a 21-year-old, but they're living it as an 18-year-old.
Are they genuinely 18?
Yeah.
Teenage
He's
pop
18.
Pin-up.
I think they're all 18. It doesn't say about
Actually,
the
the joke's on them, because actually, genuinely, and this will surprise you, that's what my body looked like when I was 18, right? But then, once you get into your 20s and you are having 2 takeaways a day,
but if they keep on this cocaine diet, they're not going to be putting on anyway.
Exactly. Like, it's first the cocaine, then it's onto the meth. And
that's kind of how I feel about bulimia. Yes, it's a really awful condition, but at the same time, it makes women's bodies look fantastic.
Cocaine?
No, bulimia.
Oh, Tom?
Oh, but cocaine's okay?
No, it doesn't. No, I thought you were saying cocaine.
So,
do you honestly believe that?
Of course I don't believe it. I'm saying it for
this is the podcast, Tom, who say this. Remember, these aren't our actual personalities. There's aspects of it.
What's really funny is I'm quite nice and Alex is an absolute prick. But when we get on the podcast, he stands up for the underdog and I'm an absolute arsehole.
The way he treats me on these podcasts is just shit.
It's like,
Shut up,
sexual role play. You can become someone that you don't
It's just like sexual role play.
be.
Go on, Liz, tell us more about sexual role play. Should your boyfriend over to talk about it as well?
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. We've got a minute left.
Oh, wait, I think Liz likes her boyfriend to dress up like the Hamburglar and to sneak into her room at night
and stuff chips into her face. Is that how it goes?
That's exactly how it goes.
And just smother you in grease.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here to steal the hamburgers? Yeah, I am.
And then I get a bit of ranch sauce. Well, not me.
For the benefit of the podcast, Liz is miming covering herself with sauce, and Alex is watching very attentively.
See, this is how it is. Tom takes on this personality of I'm going to be the biggest prick in the room. Thanks, Tom.
Can I also make it clear as well that this is the second time we've got onto the sexy material in the last minute of the podcast.
Yeah, because last time we got into the whole girls showering together.
Not that Liz getting off with a hamburger is particularly sexy image.
At the kind of 7th minute.
Should we call it there?
Yeah, we should call it there.
Liz has had a shower with a girl before. That's Tom, Alex, and Liz signing off.